what we need right now is a source for great leads. And I found it. It is called Pipeline Pro Tools. So about 90 days ago, I booked a demo with them. And in that demo, we reverse engineered my business. We figured out how many leads we needed to get in order to get to the closings that we want. And they gave me a playbook to use in order to get that. So I've been using it for 90 days. We've gotten 12 qualified leads, and about half of them are already under contract or closed, which is great. And it is right now my number one source for my best leads that I'm getting. I love this thing. I'm about to ramp up the number of leads that I get with them as well. So, and you might think it's expensive, and it's not. So I was looking for something that's very inexpensive, like affordable to everyone, but also generated great leads. We don't want crap leads. So what you do in order to get this, because I called them and I wanted to partner with them because I was like, this is exactly what our audience has been looking for. So they set up something specific just for us, just for Fight Club listeners. So you would go to pipelineprotools.com/Fight Club. And then you go to the demo, and the demo will show you how many leads you need in order to get the number of closings that you want to get. And then they will give you the playbook that I'm using, my number one playbook for getting leads. And then you can use it too, and we can have happy closings. So go to pipelineprotools.com/Fight Club, book and go to the demo and get all the leads. Right, I am here live with Michael Samrah, as promised. Couple minutes late, but we're on Canadian time. Right, Mike?
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Sorry. So you are the owner of Get Sold Realty, and where in Canada are you?
I'm in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So the Raptors, the Leafs, Blue Jays.
Leafs. What's the Leafs?
Toronto Maple Leafs.
The Maple Leafs. Oh, that's hockey?
That's hockey, yeah.
Oh my, okay, good.
Yeah.
But you're an avid cold caller. So we are going to do a for sale by owner role play. You're the agent.
Fair enough.
I'm the for sale by owner. Let's actually, before we do this, what are some of your tips for role play that agents should know while people are getting on and joining us?
Yeah, actually, that's a great question. I was just going over some of this stuff. So I'm huge into DISC personality. So people that don't know what DISC is, it's a personality profiling trait that we go by. And DISC stands for dominance, influencer, steadiness, and compliance, DISC.
Okay.
So it's hugely important to understand who we're speaking to on the phone.
Yes.
And being able to categorize people in the proper category in order to sell to them properly, because not everybody is sold to the same way. So the biggest way to recognize some of these personality traits is a dominance is like a Serena Williams, very dominant person, driver, very task oriented, assertive, direct, self-starter. An influencer would be somebody like Oprah Winfrey, persuasive, friendly, loves to talk, kind of like talks with their hands, that type of person. Feel good. They need to feel good about things.
Mm-hmm.
Steadiness is like a doctor. So dependable, persistent, good listener. And the one thing, I know we're doing cold calling, but a steadiness, a person who is steady will nod when they're listening to you.
Okay.
And a lot of agents will make a mistake that they take the nod as an agreeance, and a person who is a steady person is not agreeing with you. Your opinion, it's hard to read who's a high S. And then we have a compliant, like a Bill Gates, careful, systematic, precise, and logical. So when we're selling different types of people, it's very important to understand what's going on in their head, right? So if we're selling to like a high I, expect to be at an appointment for like 2 hours talking to them. They want to feel good. Where an S or a C, they just basically want the details. A D wants to be in and out, just get to the point. So it's very important on who we're dealing with. And for the most part, for FSBOs, we're really not dealing usually with any I's or high I's for that matter.
Right. Okay. Right? Why is that, quickly?
Because a high I wants to feel good about something. They want to engage. They enjoy chatting. They want to talk about their feelings. They're not so much interested in details most of the time. So usually a high I would hire an agent, would want that agent, would want that security, the comfort of the assurance from an agent.
Okay, that's very critical, I think. All right, let's do one. We got
All
some.
right,
We got
fair
some
enough.
watchers. All right, you're gonna ring me.
Yeah, sure. Ring, 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 ring.
Hello.
Hi, Mrs. Mertlin.
Yeah, this is she. Who's
It's
this?
Michael Samrah, the Realtor, calling. How are you?
Fine.
Good. I noticed that you have your house for sale.
Yeah, do you have a buyer?
I work with a ton of buyers. I noticed that you haven't hired an agent. It's not because you don't like agents, is it?
Michael, how can I help you?
I just wanted to see if you were actually looking at hiring an agent at any point in time.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Houses are selling quickly right now, so I'm just gonna do that.
I totally understand that, Mrs. Merlin. Let me ask you this. If I was able to sell your house, do all the work, and not only net you the same amount of money, but even make you more money than selling on your own, would you give me 10 minutes of your time?
I mean, how would you do that?
Definitely. I'd love to come by and sit down with you and chat over that. So most of my clients and my sales are getting more than what a FSBO, what a for sale by owner is getting at this point in time. I do have some availability tonight at 7 o'clock if that works for you.
I really would rather you just tell me how you can do that. Because
Yeah,
you're
definitely.
the 20th agent that said that, and I'm just not really believing you. I don't really see how that's possible.
No, and I totally appreciate and understand that. Definitely through my marketing system and whatnot, by me taking a look at the home and not
Hmm.
only looking at the home, but us sitting down together and understanding each other and understanding what my objectives are. And also, too, I need to take eyes on the house. I need to look at your home. I not only just negotiate deals, but I market and sell the home. So understanding your home, understanding how it feels, and a lot of my services include staging and painting and patching and painting and all that kind of stuff. On top of that, many numerous Facebook and Instagram ads and paid ads. So if it's okay with you, I'd love to come by, take a look at your home, and sit down with you and discuss details. And if what I say doesn't make sense, or you don't feel that I can get you more money than selling on your own, I'm happy to leave.
What do you charge?
That's something we can talk about in person. Definitely, everything is negotiable. I'm happy to work with people that want to work with me, so I'm not always stuck on a commission.
You said you have lots of buyers. Do you have a buyer for my house? Because
I'm
we
not
are
100.
paying an agent. I'll pay you 4% if you sell the house.
Perfect, definitely, and I'm happy to bring buyers through the home. But to be quite honest with you, Ms. Mertlin, when you're hiring me as an agent, you're hiring me to negotiate on your behalf. So I
I
want to
mean,
work.
I'm a lawyer, so I can negotiate.
Yeah, no, 100%, definitely. I
And nobody
definitely
really
know that you can
negotiates
sell the
harder
house.
than me. It's my house.
Oh, for sure, definitely. This is something that I do full time, and I'm sure, and I'm pretty confident that you definitely will be able to sell the house on your own. But the
Hmm.
one thing that I'm sure of is I will probably sell it for more money and probably net you more in
But
the
like,
end.
how do you know that?
How do I know that? It's because I
Yeah.
do this day in and day out, and most of my clients are getting 98 to 99.6% of their ask price, and I have a few this year that even got over asking price.
And why? I mean, I don't understand how that's possible.
Through
How can you do
marketing,
more
through
than
my
me?
network, through my colleagues. So not only do I have a network of buyers and sellers, but I have a network of colleagues that I work with as well. So
Mhm.
not only are you tapping into my network of potential buyers for your home, you're tapping into my network of colleagues, and that's a huge part of something that's missing as well. I not only advertise this to my colleagues in the area, but also colleagues outside of the area, but might be looking to move clients into your area. So, I do have some availability tonight at 7. Would 7 work, or would 7:30 be better?
Yeah, 7:30 is better. 10 minutes,
Perfect.
you said?
Yep, 10 minutes of your time. Like I said, if you don't like what I say, you can kick me out of your house.
Okay, perfect.
Perfect.
Yay, great job, Michael. So here's what I liked. You and what I want people to notice as they're watching this. Like, you stuck with me. You did not get flustered. You had told me about the marketing, and I was like, I don't get it. And you told me again. Like, you didn't freak out or hang up or anything like that. Like, I felt like you heard me and were listening to me, and you kept asking. I mean, how many times did you ask me? I didn't count. I should have counted. Dang. Do you remember?
I don't. So I'll continuously ask you, and so in Canada we don't have many FSBOs, and most FSBOs are listed. So I don't really do a lot of FSBOs. But what I normally do is I do a lot of just finding listings, and that's where
Yeah.
That's what I do. So I'm consistently asking when I'm doing those cold calls is, motivation. When you're looking to sell, when can I come over? I'm always, and I'll just re-ask the question, maybe in a different way, in more of a curious manner. I'll circle always back to that. So yeah, whatever. I've asked a couple of those questions quite a few times, and you didn't feel like I was drilling you for those questions.
I didn't feel like you were drilling me at all. Like I felt like that's what I'm saying. Like you were with me. Like my personality to you was, well, what's my normal personality, which is like abrupt, get to the point, be brief, be bright, be gone, right?
Yep.
And I mean, you got there. Like you didn't normally with these types of personalities, we can overpower anybody and we can make them uncomfortable, which gets them off the phone, right?
Yeah.
But like you didn't let that happen. And I feel like many agents, if they're calling this type of person, they make it uncomfortable. So how do you stay comfortable in the conversation?
So this all comes. So in my opinion, FSBOs, as most coaches in industry will say, are the low-hanging fruit of the real estate industry, right?
Yeah,
But in my opinion, FSBOs are the most difficult to convert because you're dealing with somebody who thinks that they can do this on their own.
sure.
So honing your craft, which is sales, is hugely, hugely important. And me being able to overcome it is just by role playing practicing.
Yeah.
I know every objection that you're going to say already. It's already in my Rolodex in my head. It's
That's
the
the thing, right? Like there's no really new objections. And you even said it, you even said like you're looking for the motivation. If the motivation is there, there's nothing, the objection is either something that can be overcome or it's like a condition of some kind, right?
yes. And a condition we can't change.
We can't
I'm
change.
waiting to retire. I want to wait till my kids finish school. Like that kind of stuff I can't change. But and the objection most of the time is not the actual true objection.
Mhm.
So we use hypotheticals to isolate the actual true objection. So now is not the right time. Well, if I was able to get you the right price that you wanted right now, would you actually sign it and accept an offer?
Right. Right.
Right. I want to use hypotheticals to because everyone's always just trying to give you an excuse, but we want to get behind it and try the true objection. And for a FSBO, I don't want to argue with you. I just want to get in. I want to get face to face in front of you.
You didn't
That
argue with me at all.
no.
Actually, that's key, right?
Yep.
Because yeah, you didn't argue with me at all. And I think like someone watching the conversation may be a bit uncomfortable, but that, to your point earlier, is a personality style, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Um,
So there's no argument. I'm agreeing with you. I'm trying to explain something, but I don't want to give you everything and not meet with you. The idea is to set an appointment,
that's the
show up to
whole
the
point.
home, and blow you away. And that's where that last bit some people are missing is blowing you away at the appointment,
You're
right?
good, yeah, because you prefer the meeting in person, right?
Yes, I'm gonna. So basically, I want you to agree to allow me to come over, and then
Are
when you
you
agree
a
to,
high I?
I am a very high I
Oh
and
my
a
God.
low S and a low C. I hate complying with stuff. I'm a very low C.
Which
Um,
is interesting because I'm a high D, as you can probably tell.
yeah.
And like at the house, I do not want to sit with you at your house. Like I
Yep.
will because of
Yep.
you and you're that type of person, but like that's not what I want. So let me try. Let me do
Yep.
it.
Let's go
Okay.
for it.
All right. Ring ring.
Hello.
Hey Michael, this is Jen Mertland. I'm a local real estate agent. I saw you had your house on 123 Main Street listed for sale.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you thought about using a realtor to help you get it sold?
No, not at all.
No, you want to try it yourself first.
Oh, I can definitely sell it myself. The market
Oh,
is extremely hot, so
yeah, the market, have you noticed it's shifting a little bit?
not really. Got a ton of people coming through.
Good.
I'll probably see an offer in the next couple of days.
Oh, good. Have you done this before?
Nope, just it's easy. I mean, anybody can sell a house.
Have you thought about getting a license, Michael?
No, I have not. I'm a
No,
lawyer.
come on, man. It's fun. What do you do for a living?
I work in data
You're a data
data
guy?
analysis.
Oh, that's a tough job. Where are you planning on moving? I saw it looks like you guys live in the house actually.
Yep, we're moving down to Florida.
Oh, nice. What's taking you there?
Just job relocation and just moving south.
Oh, okay. Got a promotion?
Yeah, got some stuff done. Do you have a buyer for the house?
That's a good question. I actually haven't seen the house. Would it be okay if I stopped by later today? I can come at 4:30, or I'll be around closer to 5:30.
Are you coming by yourself or with clients?
Yeah, I'm coming to preview it.
Okay. Yeah, I 4:30 won't work. If you want to try giving me a call later in the week, maybe that will work.
That'll work. Okay. Do you have a plan? If you're unable to sell it on your own, would you rent the property, or would you consider having an agent help you?
Not quite sure right now. Like I said, I think I can probably sell it on my own.
Okay. What if you can't? Do you have a plan? I mean, it seems like you're a pretty organized guy.
Yeah, no, like I said, we'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Right now, there's
Gotcha.
a ton of interest. So,
Okay. Did you have an idea of like if it was like a week or a month, or when do you have to be in Florida?
no time frame at all. I mean,
No time
able to
frame.
work.
Oh, that's nice. Can you
Yeah,
work from home until then?
yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Do you need help finding a place in Florida? We work with a number of agents down there. We're happy to recommend you.
No, already got something in Fort Myers, so we're all good.
Oh, great. Okay. Have you thought about renting the house at all?
Worst case scenario, possibly, but I prefer to sell it.
You prefer to sell it. Okay.
Yeah,
Because you don't really, rental's not like a business that you're trying to do.
I'm not interested in that at all.
I get it. I totally understand. Well, is the commission the main reason why you're trying to sell it on your own, or is there something else?
Yeah, I mean, I can do this on my own. Like I said, I think I can sell and save myself some money.
Yeah, okay. So if there was a way that we could show you, well, let me ask you this. I did see in the ad that you were willing to pay a buyer agent commission. Is that correct?
That is correct, 2.5%.
2.5%. Okay. So if we could show you a way where we could actually market the property and the expense is the same, but we would take on um, marketing of the property, showing the property, doing everything, show you how we can actually net you more money, would that be something you'd be open to hearing about?
I definitely would, but I've had about 20 phone calls and
I
almost
can
all of
imagine.
it.
Only 20 agents working?
That's
Wow.
it.
Okay. You said you would be open to hearing about that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have much time. I'm in and out, so it'd have to be pretty
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah, sure, for sure. Does this afternoon work okay, or is tomorrow better?
I just have to talk to my wife.
Okay, definitely. Are you guys normally home together after work? Or does
Uh,
she work from home too?
I best just to give me a call back and we can schedule something. I don't want to really,
Yeah.
on my
No,
schedule.
for sure, I understand. And like I said, I'll be by there later on this afternoon. Let's pencil something in, and that'll give you a chance to talk to her. Do you
Yeah,
think?
just give me a call 20 minutes before.
Okay, perfect. Do you want to pencil in about 4:30, or is 5:30 better?
Yeah, let's do 5:30 and yeah, just give me a
Let's
call.
do 5:30, yeah, and then we'll connect via text. Is this the best number?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Then I'll see you around 5:30.
Awesome. Thanks.
Thanks.
Sorry, I was an asshole.
No, that's good. I mean, that happens sometimes, right? So,
Yeah.
like, okay, go ahead. You do the feedback now.
No, it was great. I find I try to want it not to talk too long on a call.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to get to the point, and maybe that's just my personality, and that's how I'm going to attract. I find some of these that, like I
But you
said,
were talking, though.
I'm sorry.
You were talking, so I was
You
like,
got me talking, which was good,
I'll just
right?
talk
And
to
you
him.
got a lot out of it. You got that I'm not looking to rent. I'm kind of not interested in that. I'm a data analyst, so kind of gave you idea that I'm just about numbers, all that kind of stuff. And I agreed to have you come over at some point in time, right? One of the lines that I use the same line that you do. Be in the area later today. Does 4:30 work or 5? I have to talk to my wife. Not a problem. Why don't you talk to your wife? Let me pencil you in.
Yeah,
And the phrase that I use, which I find is powerful, is if after you talk to your wife, if you can't keep that appointment, just give me a call back and let
okay.
me know. Otherwise, I'll see you at 4:30. So I'm assuming I'm going to see you unless I hear from you,
Yeah, that makes sense.
right?
Okay.
And then they're kind of tied. Then they know, shit, he's coming over. I better call and cancel.
Or he's gonna come
Or
over.
he's gonna come over, right? So yeah, no
Yeah,
problem.
yeah.
I understand you got to talk to wife. She's the boss. I realize that. I'll book you in for 4:30. If you can't make it, or if that doesn't work, just give me a call back and we can reschedule.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
Perfect.
but otherwise it was great. You got a lot out of me. Yeah, you were very friendly, not invasive in the sense of you were pushy in that sense, and that's I think the biggest part of it. I find a lot of people that call FSBOs are very pushy and argumentative, right?
Yeah, I think it just depends too on the person on the other line, you
Yeah,
know. But yeah.
it does, but you have to get keep in your own role, right? So
Exactly.
it's not, the idea is not to argue. I'm not trying to cause an argument here. I'm not trying to prove you wrong, even though I
Right, that
am.
doesn't work. So the things I want to pull out is one, be normal. Just have a conversation. What we're looking for is motivation, and we're looking to set the appointment. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Anything else you want to pull out of this?
No, that's like pretty much it. Set the appointment, and then the next hard part or the next big thing next to that is now you have to blow that away. You have to blow this appointment away. And how can you stand out if 20 other people are showing up? So I drop off a listing booklet to the house. So
Yeah,
before I get to the house, I drop it off with their
pre-listing.
house number on
Yeah.
it. When I show up, I bring a box of cannolis or croissants or something. I drop off a box with a whole bunch of swag in it. I send them, my booklet is testimonial. So it's like you really have to say, how can I stand out in this appointment now from every other realtor?
Right.
Where we have, I think, if I'm not mistaken, or close to 100,000 realtors. 1 in every 84 people in our greater Toronto area is a realtor.
That's insane.
Yeah. So competition is really, really high here. So I'm always in the mindset of how can I stand out? Even the littlest of things. How can I just stand out? Just by even just being on time.
Yeah. No, be early, because if they stacked their appointments, then you can interrupt.
Exactly.
The
Right.
previous.
So,
Oh my
but
gosh.
practicing role playing is the biggest key to all of this. And the interesting part is, as realtors, we all know what the objections are. There's
Right.
not an objection that is like, oh my God, I've never, you have them, write them down. And I'm a crazy person. In my car, I'll actually drive and I'll be doing the objection. Like even this morning, I'm role playing with myself in the car. Okay, I'm doing FSBOs today. Blah, 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 blah. I'm talking back and forth to myself. That's just how my mind
That's
works.
hilarious.
Crazy. But that's what helps you. Like it's not a surprise. Like I tell people,
Right.
it's like a family tree. You say this, I know these 2 answers. I know exactly where I'm taking you.
Yeah.
I know exactly how I'm leading the conversation. And when you get really good at it, then it becomes very easy in that aspect, right? Nothing that you're going to say. I'm just going to pull out this now saying, I'm going to pull this out and I'm going to bring you back to where I want you.
Right. I love it. If people do want the scripts, we have some in the vault, which is jennifermertland.com/vault. If people have a referral for you in Toronto or they want to talk to you, what is the best way to get a hold of you?
They can email me at mike@getsold.ca. They can go to my website, getsold.ca. They can DM me on Instagram at Michael Samrah _realtor or Facebook. I'm pretty well all over the place, so you'll be able to find me.
You're easy to find. Awesome. Well, I really appreciate you being on. Are you struggling with what is the ideal path for you? What's next for you? There's so many options to try to figure out, and there's so many different ways that you could take your business, but it's all pretty confusing. So our coach, Coach John Kitchens, came up with a short little quiz that will help you figure out the ideal path for you. Go to realestatecareeraccelerator.com, take the free short quiz, and figure out your ideal path. That's realestatecareeraccelerator.com. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a podcast.